Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Achua and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support and welcome back. So I never really wanted to pick up a bottle of Eclaire just because I have Caramel Cascade and I'm quite pleased with this one. It is not like 100% Bianco latte, but it gives me the kick whenever I'm in the mood for, that kind of Bianco latte, caramel, musky, milky, vibe. It serves me well. So I also didn't want to pick up anything redundant, because my collection is growing and it's becoming much more redundant, lately. So I'm not excited. I wasn't excited about picking this one up, but here we are. I just felt like, let me just do it for my audience, my subscribers, just for them to know how I feel about this one. So I picked this one up. So this is going to be like a first impressions, which I normally do not do, but for the first time, I'm going to do that. So what I will do is I'll just try and see if I can do a comparison between these two fragrances, so that is how the package is. I'll try and see if I can do a comparison between the Eclaire and the Paris Corner Caramel Cascade, if there are so much similarity between the two. So here we go with the bottle. Okay, so I've seen the bottle online, which I feel is so much prettier than the Paris Corner version, and this is how it comes, Eclaire. I don't think you see it clearly, but it's quite pretty as compared to the Caramel Cascade. I think I prefer the packaging of the Eclaire as opposed to this one, which is quite simple, but also, quite okay to me. So, moment of truth. Per the package, Eclaire was launched in May 2024, very new, just some few days old, and I'm glad I have it, although I'm a bit disappointed in myself for picking this one up, so I think I just did this one for you guys. Okay, let me spray this one here. It's leaking. The bottle is leaking. Well, this is going to be a sort of first impressions, so I'll just go with the sprays. Okay, I'm getting something like a bit of an alcohol opening. It is quite strong. The alcohol opening is quite intense as opposed to what I remember when it comes to Caramel Cascade. Caramel Cascade didn't give me like this intense alcohol opening. After some few seconds, I'm still getting that. It is quite strong. I'm not getting that Bianco latte right off, like right away. I'm not getting that. Okay, so if my memory serves me right, when I sprayed this one, Caramel Cascade, I immediately got Bianco latte vibes, but in this one, Eclaire, I'm not getting that, right away. I'm not really getting that right away. So I'll say the opening of this one is like a little better than this. That is my first, noticeable difference. This one, the opening is quite better than this because I'm getting like alcohol. I'm getting like alcohol in large doses. Drying up, I'm not still getting that Bianco latte nuance or vibes. Honestly, I'm not really getting it. I think it's been almost a minute since I sprayed it, but I get something like a faint caramel. I don't have the nose structure with me right now, but I know obviously it has the caramel, some praline, I believe, some musk, some, what else? I'm not too sure. I might list them on the screen or, let you know about the nose structure. Or you can just, Google the nose structure, but right off the bottle or from the bottle, I'm not getting that typical Bianco latte vibes that I got from Paris Corner Caramel Cascade. So I think for the opening, this one wins. What I will do is I will spray the Caramel Cascade also here and see how they compare. But I'm sort of, going with the vibe of Caramel Cascade for now. I immediately get that Bianco latte nuance from Caramel Cascade. I think it's been about 2 minutes and I'm beginning to get it from the Eclaire, But I'm not super wowed, right now by the opening of Eclaire. Honestly, it is not as potent as the OG Bianco latte, it is not. I'm trying to get that sweet caramel, but I'm not really getting that intense caramel at all, I think this one is a little better in terms of the intensity. Although when it comes to Caramel Cascade, I think the initial first few days, it wasn't as intense, but it's been over 2 months in my collection at this point. So I was able to do another comparison with the Bianco Latte, which I feel is so much closer now, than when I initially got it. But with this one, I'm basically getting okay. Okay, so I'm getting something quite faint from the Eclaire. To me, it feels like a blend between Paris Corner Delicious, and then Caramel Cascade. I mean, that is what it's giving me right now. I'll say they are similar. These two fragrances are similar, but I think this one is giving me more of a Bianco Latte vibes just because probably it's been the longest in my collection. But right from the bottle, this one didn't really give me Bianco Latte. It gives me, the vibes. It gives me the vibes, but not like exactly. So I think I'll definitely have to wait on this one. But for right now, it is giving me something like a blend of Delicious and then Caramel Cascade, both by Paris Corner. That is what it's giving me. There's not much of an intensity to it. It is also very new, so I'm not going to jump into any conclusion, but I'm not getting that intensity. I'm not getting that, delicious caramel, that intense caramel, which is supposed to be the most dominant note in Bianco Latte. I'm not really getting that. I don't think it's because I've sprayed this one. No, to me, I think this Caramel Cascade and this one are quite different. This one smells so much like Delicious, Right now it smells so much like Delicious, like a slightly intense, less milky, less milky version of Delicious to me right now. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it right now. It is still a very beautiful gourmand scent. I know it's supposed to be an eclair, which is supposed to be a dessert. I have not come across any desserts known as eclair, so I'll not be able to speak to that. I'm speaking from what I know, what this one is smelling currently. It doesn't necessarily give me Bianco Latte right now, but it's like Bianco Latte-esque, So for now, I guess for like this one, maybe because it's been macerating for longer, but I get that Bianco Latte nuance in this one. I think I don't know, but okay. So I'm still getting the Delicious. Honestly, I'm still getting Delicious from this one, And to me, I think Delicious smells like Caramel Cascade, It gives me similar vibes. It gives me that Caramel Cascade, but much more softer, vibes. They basically have the same or almost the same note structure. So right now, Eclair is not super sweet to me. It is not as sweet, as that caramelly burnt sugar sweet that I get from Bianco Latte and even this one, But I also think Caramel Cascade feels slightly milky, much more milky than Eclair. It is giving me a bit of a sweetness, but not like an intense sweetness. And all the things I'm saying are based off on my first impression. I think a lot of things are going to change with time, but as at right now that I'm filming, I'm getting much more of a like a combination of Caramel Cascade and then Delicious. If you could merge those two fragrances, that is the vibe I'm getting from this one. Does it also smell like Bianco Latte to me? I wouldn't say 100%. I think this one is giving me about 80% of Bianco Latte, right now, get about 80%, whilst I think this one is like a little more closer to it, And I'm saying all these things based on first impression. A lot can change, in the course of the period or if I allow it to macerate. But for right now, it is not really excuse me, it is not giving me that wow factor I was looking for. It's sort of, making me a bit disappointed for not sticking to my word and, going for it, but it's still a very beautiful gourmand scent. Praline, I get it, but not like, so intense like other praline scents I have come across. Caramel is there, but not like as intense as the OG Bianco Latte. It is not also as milky as this one. I feel like, I guess for like, if you have this one, you might not necessarily need this one, especially for those of us who have this one. I think we have allowed it to sit for some time, so we are enjoying it so much better as opposed to this, which is fresh. I'm so positive that after maturation it's going to get much more intense, but for right now it is not like a wow to me. I will stop it right here because I don't want to come across as being negative towards this one. That is not my intention at all. It is a very beautiful, scent, but because this one had been or has been out for quite some time and we are also acquainted or used to this one, that is what I'm basing my experience of Eclaire, comparing it to Caramel Cascade. I guess feel like I was expecting something much more, but I'm a little underwhelmed with this one currently. But maybe with time, it's going to get much more resonant, much more thicker, much more sweeter, But for right now, they smell so much alike, but not like exactly the same to me. This one feels like a blend between this and then Kissa Delicious, But I guess for like it's early days, so I will definitely be bringing you some updates. So that is going to be it for Eclaire by Lattafa, and I hope to see you in my next one. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.